So welcome in this session, friends. And today I would like to focus on another concept of grammar that's important. Before that, the 5 steps to fluency that everyone should know. And that is step number 1. Everything is already mentioned in the English Can application. You can watch and learn from the app as well, and then participate in all the activities. Live sessions are for practice, where I train you on grammar, I clear your doubts, I help you understand the concepts in a better way, and I make you interact live with a group of 3 to 4. Next is vocabulary. Feel free to make use of or jot down the vocabulary words. Interact in your breakout rooms. And last but not the least, every Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, you get a video task of which you are expected to record and upload a video. That is the place that is going to give you confidence. That is the place that will make you believe in yourself. And that is the place where you will start falling in love with the language of English. So it's very, very important. Out of these 5 steps, all the 4, like out of 4 steps, I am making you do. But one step that you need to do on your own is to record a video and upload it. Rest, leave everything on me. I'm going to take care of everything. So today we are going to focus on one tense, and that tense is called past perfect tense. Before I make you do or make you learn the concept of past perfect, I want you to understand how does this work. This means the sentence structuring format. Most of the times we struggle in making a successful statement, a grammatically correct statement. And why do we struggle, friends? Because we think in our mother tongue and then we try to translate that in English. This has to stop. You need to stop thinking in your mother tongue. And how will you stop thinking in your mother tongue? When you frame short and simple statements. You should be very clear in your mind that while framing a statement, your statement is expected to have 3 things: subject, verb, and object. Subject is about whom are you talking in the statement. Verb is action. There cannot be a statement in grammar without a verb. And last but not the least is an object. For example, I read loudly. In the statement, I is the subject, read is the verb, loudly becomes an object. So we are going to focus specifically on past perfect tense. We are going to learn how to frame positive statements, negative statements, and questions in the past perfect tense. So firstly, what is this past perfect? Past perfect means action that has occurred long time back. I repeat, activity जिसको हुए बहुत समय बीत चुका है. Over here, we are going to make use of a format that says it is subject plus had plus V3. I repeat, subject plus had plus V3. V3 is nothing but it denotes the perfect tense. For example, if I say I had done my project, मैं project कर चुकी थी. Raj had studied hard. Then Raj मेहनत कर चुका था. The players had run fast. वो fast दौड़ चुके थे. The चुका था, चुकी थी is nothing but had plus V3. I'll tell you the mistake that people make. 90% they just use V3. They say I done my project. There cannot be a statement in grammar saying I done my project. It has to be supported with either have or has. अगर वो present perfect tense है तो, अगर past perfect है बहुत समय बीत चुका है, so it has to be had plus V3. So over here, the players had run fast, the family had eaten nicely, the person had seen it. So subject plus had plus V3 is nothing but past perfect tense. And if you want to make anything negative, you will just use a not. For example, I had done my project, मैं project कर चुकी थी. I had not done my project, मैं project नहीं कर चुकी थी. Raj had studied hard. Raj had not studied hard. This mostly we make use of it while drafting emails. Whenever you want to, or whenever you draft emails, this is kind of the tense that you use quite often for an action that has happened long time back. In fact, if I tell you to speak about any of your childhood incidents, so childhood को बहुत समय बीत चुका है. For that, you are going to make use of mostly had plus V3. मैं ये कर चुकी थी, मैं वहां जा चुकी थी, ऐसा हो चुका था. So had plus V3 is nothing but past perfect tense. And this is how you frame positive and negative statements with it. Positive when I say subject plus had plus V3, and negative is you're just going to add a not to it. मैं ये कर चुकी थी, मैं ये नहीं कर चुकी थी. And if you want to make questions, remember there is a list of WH questions, and that is what, who, where, how, why, when, which, whose, and whom. These are a list of 9 WH questions. It is not compulsory that every question will have a WH question. ऐसा compulsion नहीं है. But whenever you want to use it, it will come before this. For example, see, I had read. मैं पढ़ चुकी थी. Had I read? क्या मैं पढ़ चुकी थी? These are questions without WH. The family had celebrated. Had the family celebrated? The shops had opened. Had the shops opened? क्या shops खुल चुके थे? क्या family celebrate कर चुकी थी? क्या मैं ये पढ़ चुकी थी? And if I want to add a WH question, see how the meaning changes. Had I read? Why had I read? क्या मैं पढ़ चुकी थी? मैं क्यों पढ़ चुकी थी? Had the family celebrated? क्या family celebrate कर चुका था? Where had the family celebrated? Family celebrate कहाँ कर चुका था? Had the shops opened? क्या दुकानें खुल चुकी थी? When had the shops opened? दुकानें कब खुल चुकी थी? This is nothing but past perfect questions with WH and without WH. Why is understanding? You know, many times people say, मुझे सिर्फ fluently बात करनी है, grammar का क्या लेना देना है? Grammar का ही तो सबसे बड़ा लेना देना है. Without grammar, we cannot frame a statement. Correct? Thoughts should be clear over here. If there is clarity in thoughts, clarity in speech is definitely going to come. Correct? Now we are going to compare simple past, past continuous, and past perfect. And let's see what is the difference. Firstly, simple past is something that happened yesterday, last week, or earlier part of the same day. अगर मैं कल के बारे में बात करूं, लास्ट वीक के बारे में बात करूं, या आज सुबह के बारे में भी बात करूं, आई एम गोइंग टू मेक यूज ऑफ सिंपल पास्ट टेंस. द सेंटेंस फॉर्मेशन विल बी सब्जेक्ट प्लस V2 प्लस ऑब्जेक्ट. आई रेड अ बुक. मैंने किताब पढ़ी थी. इसका पास्ट कंटिन्यूस क्या होगा? जो कल हो रहा था. आई वॉज रीडिंग अ बुक. मैं किताब पढ़ रही थी. और इसका पास्ट परफेक्ट, आई हैड रेड अ बुक. मैं किताब पढ़ चुकी थी. Similarly, we became famous. हम फेमस बन गए थे. We were becoming famous. हम फेमस बन रहे थे. We had become famous. हम फेमस बन चुके थे. People laughed on the jokes. लोग जोक्स पर हंस रहे थे. People were लोग जोक्स पर हंसते थे. People were laughing, हंस रहे थे. And people had laughed, हंस चुके थे. So this is the difference between simple past, past continuous, and past perfect. Now, people ask कि सबसे ज्यादा tense हम क्या use करते हैं? अगर आपको normal past tense में बात करनी है related to yesterday or last week, you can go for simple past tense. ये मैंने किया था. Okay, recent past. हाल ही में जो भूतकाल में हो चुका है. Past continuous मैं ये कर रही थी या मैं कर रहा था. ये उस टाइम पे चल रहा था. Past perfect means ये हो चुका था. I had read a book. I had been there. Correct? Long past. Recent past is simple past. But long past, जिसको जो recent नहीं है, जिसको बहुत time बीत चुका है, for that we make use of past perfect tense. Had plus V3. To structure a statement properly, it is very important for us to know what is V1, what is V2, and what is V3. The list of all of this is already shared with you. It is already uploaded in the lifetime access given, app access that is given to you. It's very important. Without verbs, it is not possible to frame a statement. So you need to be very, very thorough with that. Now I am going to compare present and past. Let's see. Now, एक तो simple present first is something that we do generally. 90% हमारे conversations simple present tense में ही होते हैं. Something that we do generally. जैसे उसका formula होगा subject V1 object. I read a book. मैं किताब पढ़ती हूँ. Present continuous means जो अभी चल रहा है. मैं किताब पढ़ रही हूँ. I am reading a book. Present perfect means जो अभी अभी हो चुका है. I have read a book. मैं किताब पढ़ चुकी हूँ. If I do it simple past, I read a book. See, the spelling R-E-A-D same रहेगा, but the pronunciation will be different. In the present, simple present, you will say read, and in simple past, you will say read. Spelling same होगा, but the pronunciation would be of the color red. I read a book. मैंने किताब पढ़ी थी. Past continuous, I was reading a book. मैं किताब पढ़ रही थी. I had read a book. मैं किताब पढ़ चुकी थी. This is nothing but comparison of simple present, present continuous, present perfect with simple past, past continuous, and past perfect. So this is what you need to know in the grammar session that we have done today. And that is how it is going to help us. Right? Vocabulary, that is very, very important. And today the vocabulary words that I've got for you. It's easy. If something is very easy for you, from today you will say as easy as pie or a piece of cake or a cake walk. If reading a book is very easy for you, you can say reading a book is a piece of cake for me or a cake walk for me. This picture shows an egg and that is a bad egg. Someone जिस पे आप भरोसा नहीं कर सकते, करेक्ट, जो ट्रस्टवर्दी नहीं है, जो आपके भरोसे के लायक नहीं है, उसे आप कह सकते हो that person is a bad egg. Rather than saying he is not trustworthy or she is not trustworthy, you can say he is a bad egg or she is a bad egg. So someone who is bad and not trustworthy, for that particular kind of person, ये सिर्फ लोगों के लिए इस्तेमाल किया जा सकता है. Bad egg, correct? Someone who is not trustworthy. This picture shows when you meet somebody by chance. अचानक से आप मॉल में गए और आपको अपने स्कूल फ्रेंड मिल गया या मिल गई, करेक्ट? उसके लिए एक फ्रेज है bump into somebody. Somebody की जगह you can say किससे. For example, I bumped into my neighbor, I bumped into my childhood friend, I bumped into my school friend at the mall yesterday. When you meet somebody by chance, it was not planned, अचानक से आपका मिलना हो गया, for that the phrase you use is bump into somebody. So meet somebody by chance is bump into somebody. Next, this picture shows that someone is upset or sad, bummed out. If I'm upset today, I will say I'm bummed out. If I want to say I'm sad, I'll say I'm bummed out. So bummed out is nothing but when you are sad. Breaking news means important information जो आपको disclose करनी है, correct? So you can, for example, आपको नौकरी लग गई. You got a job and you're very excited to share this with your family. So you can go and say, I have a breaking news for you all. Correct? So to break the news is to share the important information. I want to share an important information means I want to break the news. That is to share the important information. Now let's do a vocabulary recap. First, what we learned is very easy. You can say it in 3 ways. As easy as pie, cakewalk, or a piece of cake. Speaking in English is as easy as pie, a piece of cake, or a cakewalk. For me, in the sense, if you want to use it for yourself. Bad egg, someone who is bad or not trustworthy. My neighbor is a bad egg, for example. Meet somebody by chance, that is bump into somebody. I bumped into my friend at the mall. To be sad is to be bummed out. I was bummed out when I lost the game. Disclose the important information is to break the news. I do not want to break the news now. Means I do not want to disclose any information now. So these are the vocabulary words that we have learned for the day. And time and again, when you hear this, you will come to know that it is important for all of you to start using these words. जब तक आप use नहीं करोगे, you will not get familiar with them. Correct? So it's very important for you to use them so that you become confident with the language.